This is the 2012 Porsche 911 Carrera S. Sure, it looks a lot like the 2011 Carrera S, but there's a lot more going on here than meets the eye. For starters, the new 911 is bigger. In the biggest single-dimensional change in the 911's history, the 2012 car is 2.2 inches longer and a quarter inch lower. The real change, though, is within those dimensions. The wheelbase has been stretched a startling 4 inches, which has moved the rear axle rearward 3 inches. Besides shortening the front and rear overhangs, this stretch has effectively moved the weight of the rear-mounted engine and transmission closer to the middle of the car. With less weight behind the rear axle, the new 911 shifts its weight distribution forward 1%, resulting in a 61% rear weight bias. To appreciate the effort that took, you have to look underneath at the car, where you can see that Porsche has redesigned the transmission to move the rear axles as close to the engine and as far rearward as possible. Shifting the weight towards the center of the car and between the axles should make the new 911 slightly less likely to oversteer and reduce the polar moment of inertia, allowing it to change direction faster. Helping the 911 achieve better handling are some low and high-tech upgrades. The standard McPherson strut front and 5-link rear suspension remain, but have been recalibrated for less squat and dive under acceleration and braking. Both have been augmented with adaptive shock absorbers and new adaptive anti-roll bars. The front has also been updated with a new electric power steering rack, a first for Porsche. The transmissions have also been updated. In a world first, the manual transmission now has 7 gears and is aided by a mechanical limited slip differential. The PDK dual clutch automated manual you see here now features an adaptive limited slip differential and a sailing mode that allows the car to coast in gear at any speed with the engine off and your foot off the gas pedal. Both transmissions also feature automatic engine start-stop. Speaking of stopping, 13-inch brakes and 4-piston calipers are standard on all corners, and S models get larger 13.4-inch brakes. Carbon ceramic rotors are optional. The real excitement, though, comes from the new 3.4-litre 6-cylinder Boxer engine. It may be smaller, but it makes 5 more horsepower for a total of 350 horsepower and 287 pound-feet of torque. With just over 3,300 pounds to move, Porsche says the new 911 should beat the old car to 60 miles per hour by up to half a second, with the Carrera S doing the deed in just 4.2 seconds. We'll find out for sure when we put the new 911 to the test in the very near future.